Episode 701. Look what just found. Yesterday's episode was great, man. The 700 celebration episode was great, tremendous. And all right, let's move. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. This is one of the. If you keep up with the video, you know that you'll recognize some of the penny rolls. This is the one with the crazy glue on the edge. I might have to. Oh no, I got it. Okay. I've never seen them with crazy, and it's one of the ways you know they all come from the same person, right? Because I've never seen crazy glue on a penny roll ever. They were all the same penny wrapper, all from the same day, all in the same bag, all with crazy glue. So I know they're from the same person. All right, that's one of the cool investigative things you can do, forensics, whatever you want to call it. All right, and they have a lot of copper. So this is some. My guess would be some old dude, and this is what happens when you get old, man. You just got a lot of time on your hands. Penny roll hunting is the perfect thing. The person was putting them inside the wrapper and said to himself, "Yeah, let's put a little crazy glue on these, so if I move them around for the next couple years before I bring it to the bank, they don't spill all over the place." Maybe his hands are a little shaky or something like that. You know what I mean? All right, copper paint number 1. So pretty cool. I like figuring things out. 2017 P. I like to figure things out, and I like to make sense of things. It's what humans like to do in general, right? People want to make sense of life. Of course, that's a much more deeper topic. I'm just talking about penny rolls here. No white AM. Having a nice hobby that is uniform and consistent, right? Helps keep your mind off of things. Can be a little bit of fun. Cup paint number 2. Cup paint number 3. Little shiny in certain places. That's pretty weird, right? Cup paint number 4. No, 88. Does it have a flare G? Who knows? 1986. A ridge ring. (2018). If you're new to the channel, welcome. On this channel, I slow roll the penny roll hunt. I do that so that way I have better odds of not missing a lesser known variety. I mean, think about it. That's copper paint number 4. All the books that people buy, right? We got a 2025. Look at that. Hardly ever see 2025s and 2025. Isn't that weird? I will put that to the side. I probably should have started what's that called for 2025s? A tube. For whatever reason, they're a little bit more expensive. Maybe it's the last year that they made pennies for circulation. I thought they were making 2026s for circulation. They are not. They're just making them for commemorative purposes, which is what I thought from a long time ago. But they are making them. They're just not for circulation. Cup paint number 5. If you think about all the cherry pickers books, the pocket change books, all these books that show these minor errors, That's what we're looking for. So it doesn't make any. All right, think about it. I'm going to try to drive the point home that I just made. Right, all the books that people read, all the guides on the errors, right? The cherry picker guide, the FS, whatever their name, Frank and Sal or Steven or whatever their name is. Right, that's what FS stands for. It's the initials of the two founders of the cherry pickers guide. And now they're being used worldwide. 1982, copper penny number 6. So all those small errors, how are you going to find them if you're flying through coins? All the errors that are in the cherry pickers guide, your pocket change is worth money. All those other books that show these small tiny notches and spreading and extra thickness. All those small, very small repunch mint marks. Small. That's copy penny number 7. Small changes in the serifs on the letters and the numbers. Some the numbers have serifs, well, the letters have serifs. How are you going to find that if you're flying through? First of all, as the years go by, there's going to be less and less penny rolls out there, right? Because they're not making them anymore. A lot of them are going to get destroyed. No white AM. That's a nice looking one. I'll put this one into the tube. That's a nice looking 2000. So of course, this is the only way you could find them is by going this slow, right? If you had to look at, for example, let's say on the 2021, there was a little notch on the O of the 1. You would have to take your time. You'd have to stop. You'd have to look at it. You'd have to zoom in, and you'd have to look. You might even have to put it under a microscope. It could take you a minute or two just to look to analyze one coin. So again, when you see these channels that they're doing that they're going no wheat cents in this roll, chuck it out, send it back to the bank. Copper penny number 8. 100% they are missing. I mean, if you're going through hundreds of penny rolls and you're just looking for wheat cents or jump off the screen, double dies, 100% you're going to miss 1 or 2 FS errors. 100%, man. They're out there. They are in these penny rolls. These FS errors are in the no white AM. They're in the penny rolls. You're probably definitely going to miss the wide AMs and close AMs. That's for sure. Unless you're going to somehow you're going to go oh, like you're a machine. You know what I mean? You're the Terminator. And when 1998, like your brain just jumps when it sees, which that's not how brains work, right? Okay. So on this channel, I don't do that. I don't do that because I'm looking for the FS errors. I'm looking for the minor errors. I'm looking for the $2-3 penny. I'm looking for those. I'm looking for the die clashes, man. Yo, some of those die clashes are really, really hard to see, but they're there. I'm looking for the wide AMs. I'm looking. I found the wide AMs before. I've never found the 92 close AM. The 92 close AM is worth like $200, man. Condition dependent. I'm looking for the see the 89. That's how the flare G looks on the 89. Now, if you pick up an 88, right, and the G on the FG looks like that, like you see that real thick leg coming down on the G, it's so noticeable. If you found an 88 and that's it, you got yourself a $30-$40 penny, right? So I'm looking for that. I'm looking for that 1988 that the G looks like the G on the 89. That's an error, right? They used the wrong. They continued. They use how does that work? Oh, they remember in at the end of 1988 they made the reverse of the 1989. So they just happened to have, or they used the 1989 die, obverse die on the 1989. They used the 88 die on the 89 reverse. Either way, it's an error, right? The obverse does not on the 88. But anyway, you have to look for it. There's no way you have to stop on every 88, and you have to look at the G on every 88. There's no way if you're going, okay, I'll be back with the next box if we find anything. There's no way you're going to find an error. No freaking way, man. Not that error anyway. And I want to find that error. I want to find that $30 penny. Now, this has wire rim on the reverse. Oh, nice misaligned die. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I like it. Yeah, this might be worth $1. That's super cool looking. Super coolo. Super coolo looking. All right, we will put that to the side. That is copper penny number 9. We'll hold that as an error. Copper penny number 10. So we have our 10 copper pennies for our short videos. Very good. You know, the misaligned dies. Was somebody gonna notice that this misaligned die? Are they gonna notice how the rim is looking, the wire rim? You're not gonna notice these minor errors. You know. Here goes to 92. If this is a close AM, it's a $200 penny. It's not a close AM. Of course it's not. But that's not the point. The point is I'm looking. I'm checking. What's the point of penny roll hunting if you're not? I don't understand. You know, okay, if you're gonna album fill, all right, and you can't do both. You can't album fill and look for minor FS errors. I don't get it, man. Anyway, that's what we do here on the channel. That's what I do when I penny roll hunt. Cop penny number 11. And that's what makes it fun for me. And I think the people who watch this channel, you know, that's what they want to do also, right? You don't want to, first of all, penny rolls costing what? How much are they costing now? $2 a piece, right? If you want to buy, you can still buy boxes for what, like $75? I'm not going to hold on to this one. I'll throw this one back in. There's $75 for a box. There's 50 rolls. So that's like $1. That's $1, but that's if you buy the box, and that's the bank wrapped copper penny number 12, and that's the bank wrapped, right? So some people, you know, and you forget about it. So you're talking about $2 a roll, not in a box. A box is $1.50 a roll outside the box, and that's now. Probably another year or two, it's going to be $100, $150, $200 a box, right? For bank wrap pennies, and hopefully they're legit, right? Because who knows all the counterfeits that are going to come up. People are just going to put them into boxes, try to reseal them. Maybe make their own penny rolls with their own wrappers and everything just to make the money. And so you're going to be paying $2, $3, $4 a penny roll. I mean, you know, you're going to pay $200 a box, and you're going to fly through. You're going to just look for wheat cents. Come on, man. Come on. It doesn't even make sense. You're going to. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. God bless. Hope you enjoyed the video. Keep on penny roll hunting, and I'll see you in the next one.